Hello and welcome to Kickoff Podcast with me, Imoleayo Fakayode. Hila Fisayo is not with me on today's edition of Kickoff Podcast, but I'll be riding solo and that won't be any problem. How have you been, guys? Thank you for joining me. Let me touch on the Premier League results that went down this weekend. The final match of Sunday evening ended Arsenal nil, Burnley 1. Granit Xhaka with a silly mistake, unprofessional foul I call it, and he got himself sent off, and that has cost Arsenal very dearly. Leicester City won 3-0 against Brighton. Jamie Vardy with his 10th goal of the season. That's now 10 goals in 11 matches for Jamie Vardy, and James Maddison with the other 2 goals. Southampton won 3-0 against Sheffield United. More woes for Sheffield United. They couldn't man. In fact, all season long before that Southampton game, they've scored just 5 games in the whole of the Premier League so far. I don't know how Sheffield will survive this season. At this time last season, Sheffield United are actually 6th on the Premier League table, but fast forward one season later, they are struggling and rock bottom of the English Premier League table. Fulham drew 1-0 to Liverpool. Liverpool needed a Mohamed Salah penalty to snatch just a point at Craven Cottage. Fulham actually enjoyed, or should I say, they actually enjoyed the support of the fans for the first time this season, and I'm sure the Fulham fans are actually happy that their team didn't lose when they returned to the stadium. Crystal Palace also drew 1-0 with Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham took the lead early on in the first half, in the 23rd minute, through a Harry Kane goal. You have to say that Guaita, the culprit, that's the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, handed Tottenham the goal, but he made up for all his mistakes. He was making saves upon saves. It was the Rock of Gibraltar. That's the world. Tottenham Hotspur couldn't break them down. Yes, they were getting the chances, penetrating the Crystal Palace defense, but Guaita actually stood tall and stand still. It didn't allow Tottenham to score, and late on in the second half, Hugo Lloris couldn't stop what's his name now from scoring. In the end, it ended 1-1. I'm sure Jose Mourinho is not happy with the result, but I don't know what's wrong with Jose Mourinho, right? Yes, it's understandable, but when you want to play the big boys, you could sit back, try to contain them because you feel you not have the quality of the players that they have. But this is Crystal Palace, and you have to agree with me that if Tottenham had played the way they played when they conceded the equalizer, I think they would have won that match. They were sitting back to contain Crystal Palace. Although Crystal Palace made the game very, very tough for Tottenham. They were very direct with their approach, going all out to get all 3 points. But in the end, it was a beautiful game of football. If you are a neutral, if you are a Tottenham Hotspur fan, I'm sure you're not happy. If you're a Crystal Palace fan as well, you'll be thinking, you'll be saying to yourself that we could have won that match. Yes, Tottenham were just there for the taking. They weren't fantastic. They weren't doing what everybody expected them to do. But great. I don't know. It was a weekend of all the title contenders, the title challengers not turning up, right? You had me read out the results of Liverpool versus Fulham. That ended 1-0. Tottenham also dropped points, and Chelsea on Saturday night also dropped points. Everton. What can I say? It was a case of master versus apprentice. Everton with Carlo Ancelotti welcoming Frank Lampard. He managed Frank Lampard back in 2009-2010 season. That's Carlo Ancelotti. Now Frank Lampard is Chelsea manager, and last season, I don't know, should I say Lampard would be hating Goodison Park right now. Last season, this same fixtures ended 3-1 in favor of Everton, and this season it ended 1-0 now in favor of Everton. Chelsea were toothless. They weren't clinical. As far as I'm concerned, Chelsea were not ruthless. Yes, that's just the point. Calvert-Lewin made life very difficult, very unbearable for Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, that has been fantastic prior to that match, could not contain Calvert-Lewin, and it was a deserved victory. Yeah, you have to say, for Everton. 1-0 it ended, and that left Chelsea scratching their head. If they had won that match, they would be topping the Premier League table at the moment. But unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. They live to fight on another day. Manchester derby. Wow, I don't know what to say. That's I tweeted immediately after the match ended. Goalless. It was as if that Manchester City players were afraid of Manchester United. That's how it looks to me. Both team didn't really want to take the initiative. Manchester City had the quality to tear Manchester United apart. That's the truth. But they played as if they were scared of Manchester United. Probably the 3 defeats last season was playing at the back of their mind, and they just don't want to go all out to take the risk against a counter-attacking side, Manchester United. Yes, United can be very frightening on the break, but come on, United are just there for the taking. This team was just knocked out. Was just knocked out of the UEFA Champions League Tuesday evening by RB Leipzig. I don't know. Manchester City were poor. I don't know. Both sides ended the match with 2 shots on target. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after the match says this is the best performance of Manchester United against Manchester City since he took over the reign at Manchester United. I don't know the match he was watching. It was a match. I was listening to the match via TalkSport, and I was actually feeling dizzy. Right, that's how boring that game was. Both teams live to fight on another day. Manchester United next match will be against Sheffield United. By the way, there are lots of games going down this midweek. I don't know how you guys, but it's okay. What do you guys think about this? For me, I feel that this season is a very unusual season, yes, and so many unusual things will definitely happen. By the way, the Premier League table at the moment, Tottenham still topping, followed by Liverpool, yes, on the same point, 25-25, but goal difference separating them. And Southampton Southampton have dropped to 4th now. Are they 4th? All right, it's Leicester City on 3rd at the moment after they won 3-0 against Brighton and Hove Albion. And Southampton, okay. Aston Villa actually went to the Molineux to defeat Wolverhampton Wanderers by 1-0, and it was a game of 2 red cards. Aston Villa got a player sent off, and Joao Moutinho late in stoppage time also got a player sent off. 1-0. And Aston Villa, I'm sure if you're an Aston Villa fan, I'm sure you are very, very happy. Friday night's match, that's Leeds United versus West Ham United. It ended 1-2 rather in favor of West Ham United. Leeds United know how to play the possession football, but unfortunately they do not know how to put the ball into the back of the net. They weren't clinical, and West Ham United needed the game much more, and they claimed all 3 points. Good victory for West Ham United. A quick breather. I'll be touching on the Madrid derby. You're listening to Kickoff Podcast with me, Imoleayo Fakayode. Hilaf Isayo is not here. All right. The Madrid derby. I don't know. It ended 2 goals to 0 in favor of Real Madrid. Casemiro with a fantastic goal, and Dani Carvajal actually forced what's his name now, Jan Oblak to score an own goal. Zinedine Zidane was actually playing a mind game before the game when he says that Atletico Madrid had the better chance of winning the La Liga title this season. Yes, he was spot on, he was right, but Atletico Madrid were nowhere near Real Madrid in the night, as Sergio Ramos with a commanding performance at the back again. In the end, all in all, I'm sure this is a confidence booster for Real Madrid, a confidence booster, yes, for Real Madrid. They won by 2 goals to 0, and congratulations if you are Real Madrid fan. Just before I go, Dortmund have fired their manager, that's Lucien Favre. He has been released off his duty after they lost 5 goals to 1 on Saturday to Stuttgart. I wish him all the best going forward. If you have a player like Erling Braut Haaland out till January, I think that it's definitely would show that I don't know who they are going to bring on board. There's been the talk of Pochettino and all of that. I don't know. That's the side of the podcast, guy. I'll be back hopefully with Hila Fisayo on Friday. Follow Right Score on Twitter and on Instagram at Right Score Update. I am on Twitter at I am Fakimsa. Hila_Fisayo is Hila's Twitter handle on Twitter. Stay safe, say no to rape, and stay no to racism. My name is Imoleayo Fakayode. Bye bye for now.